Hi everyone, welcome to the Talks with My Dude podcast. I am your host, Nick My Dude. Today I've got Void. Void, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. Void is a buddy of mine that we met surprisingly to no one through the grid. Most of the people I've brought on actually at this point, I think I've met through John.
Yeah, that's actually accurate.
Not that that's a bad thing or anything, but maybe I should
Oh
work on
yeah.
it. But for anybody who hasn't met you yet or been around when we've been streaming together, why don't you give yourself a quick introduction?
Okay. Well, as Nick said, my name is Void. I am a Twitch streamer. Variety. I do a bit of variety content, but mostly focus on story games, as that's sort of the main genre of games I do like, as well as just overall having fun, playing with friends, and then we just vibe. Basically, it.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
pretty good description. Something for everyone to know: Void is one of the few people that you can find footage of me playing Halo 1 with now. That exists. In fact, there might be a video on my channel with that is Halo 1 related that Void makes a couple appearances in.
I think probably yeah. Actually,
There's only one, so it's
I
the
think
one.
wasn't that our first interaction, basically, or first time playing together?
I don't think so.
I don't know
Maybe
actually,
I
because
don't think so.
I don't know because I remember I think the first time I played with you, Nick, and Aries. Oh no, no, why did I say that? You, Lethal, and Aries was Halo 2v2 for like CE. Jeez,
What an
that's when
introduction!
I that's yeah one introduction to be fighting a guy who plays so much Halo.
Well, I think we had met, but maybe not played anything because
Yeah,
we had definitely talked before.
yeah. I remember, dude. I remember talking during in the grid and all when I first joined.
I feel like we played Guilty Gear before, like a couple times before we did Halo, but maybe I'm wrong.
We did we? I I don't know. I remember getting Strive like way during when John was doing his bracket. That sort of got me interested in the game.
And then you never played again.
I honestly, that game is just oh, I just hit buttons. It's completely different compared to MVC3, where you
Where you
just
just
press
hit
buttons.
buttons.
Yeah, you hit buttons and do a little bit of combos. That's it. Compared to Strive, where it's more of like you have to learn the combos. Otherwise, you're just going to be hitting one button or like two buttons overall.
I mean, it's a way to play.
There definitely is a way.
But focusing a bit on your streaming stuff, you recently are you still doing your did you finally finish your Elden Ring was it a marathon? Or at least
Yeah,
playthrough with your buddy?
I did the Elden Ring solothon. It was Elden Ring with the co-op mod and Convergence. Whew, it was at least to say a buggy mess at times, but overall it was fun. We beaten the game like I think 10 hours in. We were almost done with the base game.
No, that's
And then
cool.
we beat the yeah. Well, I didn't do too much of the game. It was mostly just main stuff and then stuff to get our weapons. Because the Convergence mod tells you what weapons you can go for your
Okay.
build. It's really cool.
Yeah. You guys did you do the whole DLC? The Shadow of the Erdtree?
We did. I think we just fought the main bosses. We fought the main bosses, as well as some side ones.
That's cool.
It was
I
yeah.
want to play Elden Ring, but for some reason it drops to like 1 FPS randomly.
It's I don't know what's going on with the PC version. It does that for me because whenever I played it around I think December last year, it was sort of lagging at times.
Yeah, and like
Just
there's nothing I
yeah.
can do apparently, so I just haven't beat it yet.
Yeah.
And I want to, like it's cool. But I don't know, trying to dodge roll
Yeah.
somebody and then your game drops to 1 frame per second for a little bit and you can't move, like that's so cool.
Oh, trust me, the DLC final boss will have you feeling like that.
Yeah.
He is
And it's
insane.
crazy too because Armored Core is a FromSoft game, and it runs like perfect. Like, there's nothing
Yeah,
in Armored Core. It's like buttery smooth. It's great.
it's buttery smooth. And Elden Ring that has like I'd say more content than Armor Core.
Yeah, it does. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it's just is fighting to stay alive.
Yeah. It makes me a little concerned for the Night Rain that's coming up. What was that? 10 days from now, something like that.
I
The
believe it is
25th.
10 days.
Let's
It's
look.
the 30th, I think it releases. So we
Oh, the
got like
30th. I thought it
yeah,
was
we
the
got
25th.
yeah. Nah. It
Okay.
says the 29th on Steam,
Oh, the
but it probably
29th.
releases midnight for me when it hits the 30th, so that's probably why it's getting that date.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I'm just glad that so when they first announced it and I watched it, I, I thought they were setting up like a PvP extraction type Elden
Oh
Ring game,
no.
and I was like, that is gonna be awful.
Well, do I have use for you? The Dustblood is going to be that for the Switch.
Okay. Well, I don't play
Yeah.
Switch games, so you know.
Yeah, that's fair. It's because there's we're getting a roguelike and an extraction shooter from the company that makes Souls games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
jeez.
I think Night Rain will be really cool. And I'm gonna pick it up for
Yeah.
sure, just because it's like um something different. I think the biggest like hardest part about Elden Ring is that there's like so much stuff that if you don't play it consistently, you like forget what you're doing, and there's no quest marker. You know?
Oh yeah, no, it's easy to forget what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I took like a break on because I have the console version and the PC version. And so I was playing on console, and then I didn't play on it for like 3 months, and I came back and I was like, I don't even know where the hell I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't remember what I was doing, and there's nothing to help me.
It is definitely a game where you have to at least play it somewhat decently or
Or take
somewhat like
notes.
a couple times. Yeah.
Taking notes was also a good idea.
True.
So I hope to beat it one day. I could play it on console. I guess I'm just kind of lazy now. Like also
Yeah.
I've been spoiled like playing on PC and like and stuff. Um, I got used to no or like very minimal like display lag and like very little response time lag. So
Yeah.
if I play for example, so it's easier for me to explain it through Halo. Uh, when I play Halo on the TV with my significant other, like for playing co-op or something,
Mhm.
if I it's like you know if you look left and right, it feel like so most people it's gonna feel like you're looking left and right at the same speed that you're moving your stick. Um, like when you're
Yeah.
playing like on like when you're playing normally, like you don't feel disconnected like looking around. When I play on the TV, I'll put the stick to the left. I will feel the stick hit the side of the controller, and then I will see the character move. I will. It's not even like a full. I promise you, it's only a couple milliseconds. Like in actuality, it's only a few milliseconds. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe 0.15 of a second, maybe, but I can feel it, and it feels horrible.
Sitting there
uh,
just complete despair.
yeah, it's pretty awful. Oh, hang on, give me 1 second. My cats are fighting for no reason. I'll be right back.
Oh no, the cats.
All right, stay safe. I'm leaving that in. We have two spray bottles specifically for the cats just around the house, and one's on my desk. So I just had to grab it, stand up, and shoot it at them.
Start
And they
fighting
ran
the
away.
cats.
I'm actually the greatest FPS player at all times because I fight my cats with my spray bottle.
You're
That's the
always
secret.
practicing.
That's the secret. Chat, chat, listeners. If you want to be good at Halo,
It's like
get cats and get a spray bottle,
get two cats, have them fight, get the spray bottle.
and only
It's your
hit
own
one.
personal aim labs.
Yeah, it's the only aim labs I use. Oh man, that's so funny. Have I ever told you that
Yeah.
somebody in what is it the first Halo night I showed up accused me of using aim labs?
Oh my! I think I remember you talking about that in one of your episodes, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I'd have to. It's probably gonna be the John video. at some point. Just just to be clear, he's been saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make that Halo video for like a year." That was like
Yeah.
2023, by the way.
I know he's still going for a lot of content.
That's so funny. Um,
Trust. We'll get an episode in 2030.
that's generous.
Yeah.
So someone was like, "Yeah, you use aim labs, don't you?" And I was like, "No, I just played a lot, like a lot. I play a lot of Halo. It's kind of
I'm
gross.
just good. I'm just good at the game. Like,
I don't even think I'm that good at Halo. I'm just better than the average player, which
yeah.
is I don't know. Sometimes I try to be. I've talked about it before, but I try to be like super humble about my skill level in games because like, well, there's
Yeah.
always somebody who will absolutely fucking destroy me, and it doesn't matter
There's
what
always
game
that.
it is.
Yeah, it's always that one person, no matter what, will find a way to be
Yeah,
better.
yeah. There's always somebody better than you, unless you're literally like a professional, best in the world, undisputed. Like somebody's better than you. Like
Unless
some
you're
people will
in
say like,
Evo.
yeah, even like Faker. Like Faker is like the League of Legends player, but he's not even like the undisputed best. Like he's the greatest because he's won so much, but it doesn't mean he's the best. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
League is a little different because it's so team based, but yeah, it's funny when people are like, "Oh, it wasn't Tara who asked me about aim labs, but Tara in the Discord after the game night was over was like, "What professional team do you play for?" And I was like,
Damn.
"Nah." I was like, "None." I'm not even. I didn't say this, and I thought about putting it, but I was like, "This might be a little rude." I was gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm not even like top. I'm not even like a top 64 team player, and there's 4 players on the team. So like, I'm not close to being a professional. Maybe if I was like, I don't know, 10 years younger and or more, and like really grinding and wanting it, I could. But no, just make life simple again and make me let me start my gaming journey from now as a child. Like just make me younger, and I'll
Maybe go back to my childhood.
take me back.
I want to play the games about having to worry about life and
Yeah,
taxes.
dude. Speaking of fucking taxes, this is not. I'm not gonna get political because I don't want to. Because politics, I don't feel like talking about politics.
Not to get political,
Not to get
but
political, but tariffs suck. Like
for real.
they there's this Gundam kit coming out, right? And for viewers of the channel, I don't know if I've talked about this too much, but I really love building Gundams. I've got a huge backlog. I've got some on the wall next to me. I've got a shelf behind me. Maybe I'll figure it out. Put up some pictures. But they finally announced it's one of my top 3 like mobile suits, like Gundams of all time, is getting like a really nice like basically pinnacle release of Gundam kit. It's called a Perfect Grade Unleashed. It's like the highest tier of like Gundam kit.
Jeez.
Uh, it's they released it. It's gonna be $640.
What? How big is the thing?
Uh, it's gonna be like a foot tall, like a foot, like
Oh,
1.25 feet tall, like before you put on its backpack. So it's like
oh.
it's pretty big. Like it's gonna be tall and solid. But I'm really mad because I was like $400 is gonna be like, I bought it right now. So now I have to save. Now I have to put money away. I'm putting money away now. Uh, every month just so I can afford this stupid ass Gundam next year.
A foot tall Gundam for $600.
It's gonna be more than a foot tall with its backpack. Here, I'll
Yeah.
send you a quick picture just so you can. I'm gonna send you the picture. I'll see about putting it up. Full disclosure to everybody in watching and or listening, this is gonna be edited in one day. So if there's errors, my bad. This is
For
what
the
it looks
content.
like anyway.
Holy.
So from foot to top of head, it is about a 1 foot and a few inches, so like 1.25 feet. The wing
Wow.
adds like another. It's probably like 2 feet tall, like totally.
That is. Damn. That looks really
Yeah.
nice.
For anybody who doesn't know, it's the new Gundam, not new as in NEW, as in NU. It's like I think it's the Latin letter. I'm pretty sure. But
Maybe.
anyway, it's my basically one of my favorite Gundams of all time, if not my favorite Gundam of all time. Oh, hey, it's on sale actually.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, why did it said on sale? This is incorrect. Discount code.
Oh,
Sure. No, this is okay. Google's lying to me. It's like it's on sale for way cheaper, and it's not. It's lying to me. I don't know why they would do this to me. Come on,
damn.
Google.
Google, Google for the streets.
Wow, I can't believe Google would do something so horrible. Who knew that they were
That's
such a
can-
corporate entity?
that's cancel Twitter.
Let's
Wait, Twitter? No, I meant to say cancel Google.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll cancel Google. We'll go to Firefox.
Yeah, I won't go to Firefox. I'm gonna go to Opera GX. Use code. I don't
Oh, true.
care.
This stream this is sponsored by Opera GX.
For legal purposes, this is not sponsored by Opera GX. However, if they want to, I'm here.
Opera, you got a good chance here.
Got a great chance
Got a-
before anyone else.
Opportunity.
Could sponsor the channel before anyone else.
Be the first sponsor.
Yeah, first sponsor. Let's go.
You know,
I think I don't know if I've ever talked about it on the podcast before, but I actually don't think I'd want a sponsor for a podcast. Not because it wouldn't be cool, because I don't want anybody to try to like say what I can't, or like to talk about specific things, or like
oh yeah.
I can't talk about specific things, or I have to talk to certain people.
Oh,
Because like at the end of the day, it's just for me to like bring people on that make content that I think are cool, or like just like friends in general, and just be like talk to them for an hour.
yeah, that's fair.
It's the easiest way for me to be like, hey, we haven't hung out in a while. Come talk to me for an hour so I can make content. You're now a content machine. Congratulations.
Hey, I know we haven't talked in a year. Would you like to be in a video?
It's so funny you say that.
Oh my god.
My the one with Azureth, I hadn't talked to him in like several years. And then the one with Dynapil is one of like my best friends on the planet, and I talk to them like more often now that they got rid of Twitter, because they just got rid of their Twitter. They're trying to be offline more.
Oh, they're
So
free.
somehow, yeah. So they're trying to be off social media. And somehow I talk to them more now that they're trying to be off social media than I did when they were active on social media. And we don't live
Damn.
close to each other. Like we're not like IRL mutuals, but we've known each other for like 10 years.
Damn.
So like it's just that was funny. And I brought them on, and we hadn't like talked like this, like with our outside of text in several months. But that's just because like I don't know, we're at that point in our friendship where I can just message them and be like, hey, this horrible. I shouldn't say horrible, but like like I mean, I was worried about my job a few days ago. Like shit's tough right now.
Oh yeah.
I can just message them and be like, hey, you want to hang out? Let's chat. I'm stressed. I want to hang out with my friends, and it's all good. They're the
Yeah,
only
it's good.
online friends that I have that I know. Not counting people that I used to like live next to, basically like locals. That I have their address, or like, like I could like send them something.
I know you
I don't
live.
I don't anymore because I actively make sure to delete addresses that aren't mine out of like places I sent gifts from. Also,
Oh.
I forget them on purpose. I just
Smart.
like when people tell me their IRL name for whatever reason. I've had a couple other mutuals that have like told me their name, and they're like, "Hey, don't like keep this off the internet." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I just forget it. Like if you told me your name was Mark, I don't actually know what your name is. It's something more British, I'm sure.
Of course.
A spoiler alert,
There we
everybody who's
go.
listening, Void is British. It's crazy. I know you couldn't
I've
tell.
come to colonize all of you.
We'll throw your tea in the harbor again.
Fuck, I'll take your spices and not use them. How about that?
Oh, cool. I mean, we have plenty.
I'll just take them all.
Careful, you make too many mean jokes on the internet, your police are gonna come arrest you.
I forgot that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not political or anything.
You were mean to this person. Go to jail.
That's the
God,
funniest
if
thing.
you,
I'm sure that law is like not like actually enforced that way.
I didn't
However,
even know it was a
the
thing.
memes about that are so funny. So I will never not make fun of them. It's like when I message like any of my international friends, I always have some sort of really stupid joke for them. Um because I don't know. I gotta entertain myself somehow.
True.
Anyway, so veering back to your content, we got sidetracked pretty heavily. Why did you decide to go with like the Night Crusader esque like helmet?
um, well, I didn't really have a gimmick at the time for streaming and doing content. It was just basically doing gaming stuff, like your average just videos.
Yeah.
And then whenever I wanted to have something on the screen so that people, when they view in, it'll be they can see, this is who's talking. And so I just thought of like going with a night aesthetic, since when you see a lot of videos, there's not much nights like streamers or YouTubers going about. So,
Yeah.
and then
There really aren't.
there's really not that much. And then so just over the like year of streaming, basically, just trying my best to sort of fit into that gimmick. Hence
Okay.
why, yeah, the name completely different than the aesthetic, but we'll go with it.
Yeah. I mean, like you could theme it like a Void Knight, like something from like D&D
Yeah,
type thing, and just give like I don't know.
yeah. I
There, there,
had
there are people who have played a lot of D&D who heard Void Knight and like just lost their fucking shit. Like they're like, that's the coolest shit idea ever. I'm gonna make it.
it sounds cool.
Speaking of like knights and stuff, I play paladins a lot in D&D because knights are cool, and paladins are
Yeah.
cool. Um, and there was a homebrew that I found. It was like Oath of Grief or no, it wasn't Oath of Grief. What was it? It was Oath of something. Let me see if I can find it. But I'll talk about it while I look. Anyway, so it was Oath of Grief was one of them, but this was a different one by the same people, and you just became Batman. Like that, you were just a
Oh.
paladin, but you were just Batman. It was so
Oh.
cool. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't, but it gave like the paladin like all this really cool stuff, like if they could like basically just teleport into people's shadows, which was super sick. You just became Batman. Oh, Oath of Shadows. Of course, it's Oath of
Oh,
Shadows. Here it is.
of
Okay,
course.
and like the picture is just like Batman but a knight. All right, let's
I'm pretty
see.
sure there's a comic about that.
Okay, so it's got this ability called Nightfall, and the funniest part, like it's got all this other stuff. It says finally, when you end a conversation with a friendly creature, you can use your action to silently move up to 30 feet and hide as a reaction while the creature isn't looking at you. So you just
Oh.
like disappear.
Oh, that would be terrifying. Imagine a knight just disappearing in your line of sight.
Yeah, well, I mean, like this one is like as a bonus action, you can dive into your own shadow and out of another shadow using your channel divinity. You can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of another creature you can see. Uh, I don't need to tell you how terrifying that is for anybody who has ever tried to like balance a combat against a paladin. Because I play like I play paladins almost exclusively because there's I just I don't know, sword and board is super cool, and then divine smite is sick. My DM would like not would like kill me if I was like, "Hey, I'm playing Batman." Like my paladin could just teleport to you from 30 feet away once per long rest. It just can appear next to your boss and just punch them in the face. Wait, let me double
That
check.
it
Is it
sounds
as
cool.
an action? It's a bonus action. That's even worse.
Oh.
I can just appear next to someone and then go, "Hey, hold this long sword full of divine magic. Get wrecked, nerd." Like
My god doesn't approve of you. Be gone.
My god doesn't approve of you. I'm gonna
It's
start.
like,
I'm gonna make a paladin that's like that. Like he's gonna fight somebody. He's gonna go to kill them, and he's like, "My god doesn't approve of you," and just kill them.
there you go. The logical reason why you're killing stuff. God does not approve of it.
Well, we can't let God figure it all out or whatever. What's the quote from Fallout? We can't let God do all the work.
Yeah, time for talk has passed. Can't let God do all the work. As he's just loading up in 1911.
Yeah. Some Fallout fans are like, "Oh my god, he plays Fallout." I don't play
Oh my
Fallout.
god, it's New Vegas. Joshua Graham. I think that's what the character is.
That's so funny. Also, they gave this paladin Misty Step, which is so funny.
Oh god.
That's never been a bad idea for anyone to give a paladin the ability to just teleport. Like I'm sure that's fine. Now, have you played much D&D?
That's honestly never played any D&D game sort of related. I did play. Oh, actually, no, hang on. There was a Dungeons and Dragons game that came out that was like a.
Baldur's Gate?
I can't. No, not that one. I do want to play that at some point, but this one's more of like an action type of thing. You have 4 classes, I believe, and then you just do missions.
Okay.
I don't remember for the life of me. I know it was literally called Dungeons and Dragons with something else, and it was not that popular because I barely seen anybody talk about it, and it felt clunky.
Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, Baldur's Gate, I do want to get into at some point. I would honestly, if I get people in it, or if I get a group, that'd be fun.
I want to play Baldur's Gate, but I don't know. It does its best, but you can never truly capture like what you can do at the table,
Yeah,
and that's kind of why I love D&D. Like
just let the creative juices flow.
exactly. Also, like having a DM makes stuff really fun. So I'm playing a Curse of Strahd like homebrew esque campaign. So it's like Curse of Strahd, but with a lot of homebrew elements because actual Curse of Strahd is fucking awful. It's poorly balanced. It kills players constantly.
Oh,
And it's just full of like a lot of nothing. Like you'll walk into a dungeon and there's just like 40 rooms that don't do anything. They're just empty. Yeah, and they don't add anything. So my paladin basically is a homebrew class called Oath of Purification, which is basically just like burn all evil away with fire. Very lots of fire. So he's a dragonborn that breathes fire. He's resistant to fire. And like his channel divinity, which is like his class ability, basically just like sets him on fire. He just like
okay, damn.
he basically just becomes like a walking avatar of flame. Like he just like anything within like 10 feet has to like protect itself from the fire. It's so cool. It's so cool.
He's Johnny Storm. Just have him say flame on and just walk towards somebody.
He's Johnny Storm, except he hits you with a fucking sword. And he kills you. Like,
Johnny Storm, but he's medieval.
yeah. And anyway, so the character he's been a ton of fun to play. I've been playing him for a while, and want to keep. And then the game is coming toward the end finally. What's so funny is because he's like very anti like evil, right? Like that's like kind of his thing.
Yeah.
And we've gone through this campaign and we keep going. And my DM introduces a Dampier, which is like I forget how to describe them, but basically they get like all the bonuses of being a vampire with either none or very few of the negatives.
Oh.
Like they can go in the sun, they're stronger, they're like stronger too. Um anyway, and so hang on, my cat's being annoying. I'll be right back.
Spray bottle time.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
My cats decide that they like want to get inside of our cabinet sometimes. And they're super annoying.
They want to explore.
No, he just wants to be in there for no reason. There's nothing in there. There's like not even room for him really. I don't know, like whatever. I probably could have just let him in there. There's like he could have just sat down, I guess, but like, not really supposed to. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's talk about. So they have this damp here that we meet, right? It's like a mansion in the middle of nowhere. We run into them. And we enter her like home or whatever. And I've like done the divine sense, which is like a thing where I can see if somebody's evil.
Oh.
They don't ping evil; they ping neutral.
Oh.
but they're technically undead, I believe, is like the thing, or like one of the things. So my paladin is like conflicted. He's like, this person isn't evil, but like at some point they were probably evil.
That is,
Or at least did evil things. Like that was like part of it. It's like he
yeah.
also is like a very uh his oath is oath of purification, so he just burns away all the evil. Um and so the campaign has progressed to the point where my DM decided that he was gonna have the Dampier have like an insane crush on the paladin.
Oh no.
Like I'm trying not to take up too much time talking about this, but this Dampier has a daughter, uh, and we're protecting the daughter
Enemies.
and a pendant that's like a pocket dimension or whatever. So we didn't know she was there, and then we finally get into that, and the paladin goes by himself and meets her for the first time, and she goes, "I know who you are. You're character, blah 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 blah. My mom's told me so much about you. You're like her knight in shining armor."
Enemies to lovers.
Not even enemies. He was just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. Like, I don't know. It was very funny. Also, it started off as a joke, literally. Um because like they showed up and did like a ball in her like mansion or whatever, and we're all dancing. And everybody danced with this Dampier like countess. And as the DM literally described it as she was hitting on him, and he had no idea because he's like, social norms are not his thing. He's just kind of chilling. Like he was just like, I'm gonna go purge evil and complete the thing that I'm here for. And she was like, wow, this is such a great dance. Blah blah blah. All this other stuff. You're so strong. type things.
He did not read the room.
He he. No, what we flavored it as is that he read the room, but he read it wrong, and he was like, "Oh, cool. Do you want to spar later?"
Oh.
So that's what they did. That like the next like later in the stories they did that. So that's been a lot of fun. We should see if we can find a DM to run a campaign because I am too busy to run one. I couldn't give like the proper attention it needs to run a campaign right now, as much as I would
Yeah.
want to. But if I could find somebody, well, also your time zones suck.
Yeah.
Just
Because I
don't
know
suck.
you wanted to.
Uh,
I know you wanted to do a DM of something. I can't
yeah, I
remember
did, but
exactly.
I just stuff like started happening like unfortunately time. I just was too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do want to
Time
do that
zones.
though.
Time zones
Campaign.
suck. Let's just have one universal time.
Yeah, let's fuck over one group of people who always has to work at night
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, we D&D's really fun, and I hope to get into another campaign after this one ends because I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
actually, are you doing? Sorry, I thought it was something completely different. So this is gonna be a really horrible transition. Um, but now that you're like doing these story games and stuff. Are you gonna be picking up Doom the new Doom game?
Funny enough, I actually downloaded it last night, and you know when some games have like a VRAM that pops up in the screen to tell you how much you're using.
Yeah.
I was 1,000 over the limit when I loaded the game up.
Oh, so you can't run it?
I was able to decrease it so much, where it's just below it, and I do want to stream test it at some point.
Oh,
And if it
don't.
doesn't work, I'm just going back to Days Gone.
I hate to break the news, but if it's taking up that much of your stuff, you're not gonna be able to stream it.
True.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Because do you know how bad it was? I was playing Control one of the days on the Xbox. Now, mind
Yeah.
you, this is a game that came out in 2019. It crashed on the Xbox.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Almost 2 hours in, and funny enough, I posted it on Twitter, and John was like, "My bad. I was time traveling."
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
I
said you crashed mid session.
I've thought about picking up that game. I don't know. It
What,
looks
Doom or
fun.
Control?
Yeah, Doom.
Oh yeah, no, I actually was just watching somebody stream it earlier. The
I
new
mean, I
game, it
assume it's
looks
gonna
so
be
good.
fun. I assume it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Dooms have been killing it lately. I'm just not
Oh
a.
yeah.
I'm kind of in a spot where I don't know if I want to buy any new games, especially because I picked up some new stuff recently. Also, I've been thinking about
Yeah,
like
that's fun.
reinstalling Destiny, but like also I
Oh
don't want
no,
to.
oh god. I was like that. I actually downloaded it when the new stuff came out. I haven't even touched the game once, or I haven't played any of the stuff. It's
I'm
just
excited
sitting
for the
there.
Star Wars stuff, but like, am I excited because it's Destiny, or am I excited because it's Star Wars? I'm excited because it's Star Wars,
Yeah.
not because I want to play Destiny, but because I'm like, cool, I can have a lightsaber. Like,
Like Destiny, definitely. It was good, I'd say, for like the few couple of years, and then now it's just been going slowly downhill
I've
over
thought
time.
I've thought about picking it up specifically because this is a good time for me to to play because it'll help me catch up to like level and stuff. That's it. And then like
Yeah.
later that's going away. So like I don't do I really care? But they're giving out like good stuff for free. So on the off chance I do start playing again, getting good stuff for free is free, and I already own the game. So I don't
Yep.
know. Do you don't play Destiny actively anymore, or at least that often?
It's gotten to the point where I would go on if it's like if people like Lethal or somebody who just wants to play, or if the new stuff comes out and I'm interested. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And for everybody watching, Lethal's
So,
Lethal Super from episode 2, I think,
yeah, I
of the
think it is.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah. He is the skeleton man.
Yep. Rattle me
Yeah.
bones. Rattle them, boys.
Yeah. You know, Destiny is definitely a game that I just do not play that much anymore. And plus, I have a long backlog of games to go over, so
Yeah.
I because I have it saved on a Google Doc of every game I want to stream. I think it's like almost 80.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of games.
Yeah, they're mostly story. Most of them is story. Some of them are like game series, and then I have a
Mm-hmm.
section just for like co-op games that to do from time to time.
Yeah. Did you have you tried out the new Helldivers update?
I looked at it like, oh, the new War Bond. I haven't actually gone on yet to check it, but it looks
I've heard
good.
it's not great. I've heard the weapon like flavor wise, it's cool. Other than that, it's not great.
Oh, the outfits look good. I like those.
Apparently, the passive on those is like 50% chance to not take limb damage, but it's transferred to your health pool, so you're still taking the damage. And
That's
it's like I think somebody said it's like strictly worse than that armor that's like plus 50% chance to not take limb damage or something.
mm, that
Yeah.
is very counterproductive
Yeah,
for that
a
armor
lot of
set.
people are saying that it's a really not good like armor set and like
Yeah,
Warbond, which is like whatever. Not all of them have to be insane, but I mean they want to make money off of them, so it'll probably get a
yeah.
buff or something. Like
I'll probably
flavor
get it
wise,
just as
it's
cosmetic.
yeah. I mean flavor wise, it's cool. So like, who cares, right?
Yeah, and then you have a sword. You just go into battle.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of fun on Helldivers. I need to find a group to play with more consistently because like I enjoy like solo diving. But it for me it limits the cool shit you can do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go on like a level 10 by myself, even if I thought I could finish it. Because like I don't know, fighting with your boys, uh, in the gender neutral sense, uh,
Just fighting with the homies.
fighting with the dudes, just is so cool. I've seen like a bunch of videos come out recently that are like 3 seconds after landing and it's already a movie. And somebody landed at nighttime on an illuminate planet, and there's just like voteless coming out of the darkness. All you see is their eyes coming to view.
Oh my
It
god.
it was cool. I was like, "That's cool." I would
That's
never
that's a
play this
horror
game
movie.
with my brightness down that low because I like to be able to see, but that was super sick, actually.
That was you could definitely make a video, but that'd be a movie. That's just straight up a movie.
Yeah. I, I'm gonna make this in the videos, but in the stream last night, I was playing some Helldivers, and I called in a 500 while I was standing on top of a hill, and the angle
Oh.
the eagles came in, you could see the missile get dropped, and you could see the back of the missile as it or the bomb as it hit the ground. So it looks
So
it's I had like a really cool perspective. So I need to go get that.
that actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I need to go edit that. I've got some ideas I want to do with it. It'll be fun. We need to get on Helldivers
Yeah.
sometime. We haven't played together in a while.
I know, yeah, definitely. But I
I blame you. No, I'm
honestly,
just kidding.
oh my god, okay. There.
Owns.
No, but yeah. Helldivers, I mean, this is just a general sense. It's a game definitely you play with friends, you're gonna have way more fun
I can have a lot of
than
fun
doing
by
this.
myself, but it's like there's certain things in the game that like only happen when you have a lot of people.
Yeah, you have enough people, you can. The game can be completely different then.
Yeah. They also added weapon customization.
Yeah, I've seen. I know.
It's pretty bare bones. It's reminiscent of like
Yeah,
old Call of Duty, in my opinion. But like
yeah, I get you.
it's cool. I can get a 10x sight on my fucking Deadeye. So you know, we'll do that.
I'm waiting. Because secondary doesn't have customizations. Once
Nope.
I get it, get the revolver, 10 times scope, just become a sniper.
The Battlefield 4 special.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was playing. I think you might have been in this game. I was playing Helldivers. That I had. It was me. I think it was Birdless. You know, actually, you might not have been there because I think it was me, Birdless, Rifle, and somebody. I think.
I think
I
I was
know.
there. I don't know.
Anyway, so we're fighting the Illuminate. This is like early when they came out. And I'm using the AMR
Uh,
because it was funny. And Birdless Go is using this one of the new melee weapons.
oh.
And I take off a overseer's head when he's like face to face with it.
Oh.
The joke is that he felt like could taste the bullet because it legitimately was like because I was shooting from on top of a building, probably almost 100 meters away, and just
Oh my.
so he's like meleeing this thing, and then his head just explodes, and he turns and looks back to where I'm standing. That's like
That's
something I
definitely like
can't
a
do.
movie scene.
Yeah, that's something I can't do if I'm playing by myself. Is that because they'll find me. But when there's like a
Yeah.
bunch of you guys, I can just jet back up on top of a building and just be like, "All right, I'm safe." Pow pow.
All right. I'm gonna be a sniper. You guys got this.
Exactly. It's fun. It's and it's not super effective because you know the Illuminator like horde based. You got to kind of shoot a horde with a D, by the way. You have to. There's just tons of them. So if you don't have something that can kill a lot of things really fast, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. I want to
Oh,
play
for
it more.
Helldivers. One thing I do think will be fun is because we have voteless, who are basically people that are like
They
like
took away
corrupted. I'd
their ability to vote. The
Yeah.
horror.
I thought of something to be fun. Imagine if like Super Earth creates a virus accidentally and you just have zombies.
That's what the voteless basically are.
Yeah, but it's like more like they're dead but they come back to life. On Super Earth there's like a whole like a part of the planet just covered in a virus.
Yeah. It would be
Considering
fun
what
to
the
play Helldivers and be like, you know how you do your armor operations?
yeah.
Do it like not quite so like you know when you watch like I want to say like Rubik's Raptor or like anybody who does like the operations and they like do a little bit of like actual like I don't know a good term for it other than like Milsim comms.
Yeah.
Just imagine doing that in Helldivers. You're just like, I need an airstrike on blah blah blah. you're just like, cool. Hold my beach ball. Like that's what I call the that's what I call the little markers. I just like stratagem ball. I call it the beach ball. I'll throw it at the bots or the aluminum. Be like, hey, you guys like my beach ball?
Hey guys, catch.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that video where it's got to be I want to say it's a British guy, but I'm probably wrong. Um, he is absolutely laying into his own like into the character of like a helldiver. It's so funny. I'll have to send it to you. Um, but they're talking about like there's like titans, like the Bio Titans,
Oh
and
yeah.
at some point he's like in like a very British like radio like literally like puts radio static over it. Uh, he's like uh airstrike incoming. Watch your head lands. Watch your heads lands. It's so funny.
Oh,
I'm like,
watch ahead, lads.
yeah, he just gets into it. I'm like, that is so fun. It's probably in one of those like when voice act or gamers become voice actors videos.
Oh yeah.
Those are fun. That's probably where I found it.
It reminds me of there was a guy in the ship, or there was a bunch of them. He did it was the hug emote. He had his arms out.
Oh yeah, and he like does
And
like the whole
yeah,
speech. Yeah, that video is great.
yeah. It's so good. It felt like it was like Sukuna from JJK, how the
Yeah,
way how he talks and all. It's like that sort of feeling.
yeah.
He's looking down on the planet. It
That's
looks
great.
it's awesome. I love when people do that because it feels like the game feels better because
Yeah.
you're just getting really into it.
I can get really into it when I'm fighting the bots specifically because they shoot back. Everything else,
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of
they
like,
actually fight.
here's my machine gun. I mowed down the whole crowd. Eh.
Yeah, all
Uh,
of them either
playing
chase
the
after
bots,
you.
I'm like, oh shit, fucking tank. Like
It's D-Day. It's
get,
Malevolent Creep. Gotta fight them.
I was a fucking tank, get down, and just like somebody explodes. You're like, oh god.
It's like
It's so
that
cool.
guy who
It's so
plays
fun.
Elden Ring is like this is the RPG. Who am I playing? The fucking victim.
Yeah. Oh man, it's such a cool game. I've never seen like it's one of the few games that like everything is it's just kind of peak like the whole time. Everything is happening is
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Like last night, I'm literally playing by myself and I run around this corner trying to get away from one horde. There's another one there. So I do the backwards dive, firing a machine gun. Like it's so cool. There's just like
That's
so much
awesome.
like there's like so much like random shit that happens. It's like this is cooler than anything anybody has put in their game, and it's not scripted. Like it's not supposed
It's
to. It's supposed to
yeah.
happen, but it's not planned. You know what I mean? Like it's all natural.
Yeah, like you do it yourself because the game feels like any moment feels
A
like a
movie.
cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing with Anakin the other day, and they shot down like a dropship, not dropship, a one of the new like strafing run fighters, and it like crashed and barely like flew over my head when it crashed while I was fighting something else. It's so cool. I hit a dropship with a mini nuke from a Seaf. That was cool.
Oh, nice.
That was on accident, but I'm gonna say it was on purpose. So I mentioned it that you do armor operations. So do you do that with like a group of friends, or are you part of like a community that does them?
It's with a group of friends. You know that YouTuber Toast Smoothie, like that Destiny YouTuber?
No.
Oh, he sort of he has like well he literally does just Destiny content, but his
Mm.
friends John and Apples. Yes, I know a second John. It's gonna be
A
very
second Jean
confusing.
has hit the void.
Yeah, no. I started playing with them like I say a year or two maybe ago, and then whenever they mentioned Arma, I got the game, and then ever since then I've joined them for Arma Ops, where we come up with our own story
Right.
that John does, and we basically have some people have their set groups. Like you have a few of them who do medic, so they know all the medical stuff, and then you have some that are One person we have that pilots helicopters for us to get in and out of stuff, and then everyone else has their own sort of role. It's good so
That's,
far. We took a little bit of a hiatus because school,
yeah,
but we are starting back. We're starting back in May, doing our next op because our last one was in Vietnam, and it was funny because one moment I remember it was during the night in the game, and we seen somebody approach us, and I think one of us shot. Instantly, we were getting ambushed from everywhere. We started digging like a trench. We made a whole circle around us, just fighting everything that started coming.
uh,
We stood
that's
our
cool.
ground.
Yeah, I thought about trying some of those ops. I know. This is spoilers, so anybody who doesn't want to hear about Arma stuff, I don't know. I'm not gonna put the timestamp. Good luck. I picked up Arma Reforger and Arma 3 because of a couple videos. I picked up Arma 3 because you play it, and I thought about maybe getting
Yeah,
up eventually. Um, but definitely a Reforger was cool because it was, I guess, 3 you can join random servers. The Reforger seems more
it's
casual,
more modern. Like,
also more modern, but also a little bit more
yeah,
casual.
yeah,
Um, because it's got consoles and stuff on it, so it's gonna be a little bit more casual. But
yeah. You gotta get crossbow and all.
we I was so proud of myself when I played Reforger. This is going to be in a video, so this is actually like a spoiler. But I'm playing for the first time and I have a sniper rifle and I see a dude in the distance and I'm like, how far away is this guy? And I look at my map and I'm like, okay, I'm probably here. There's these buildings. He's here. Let me measure. And I'm like, okay, he's about 700. And the only reason why I missed is because I aimed a little bit too high. It missed him by like maybe a
Uh,
foot, and I was like, oh, that is so
uh
sad. It was like a far shot. Like I used the map to figure it out, and it was like, okay,
that's yeah. No, I love when you get to just use the in-game stuff to sort of like work out. Makes you feel like you're actually a sniper.
yeah. Uh,
Mm.
I don't know. I started walking. I was doing stuff under Forger. I did like one the mode we were trying to do. We still haven't figured out how to make the server work for both of us.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I did that, and the only reason why the game is hard is because the AI just randomly would like absolutely fucking destroy you. Just like randomly like one shot you.
It's
uh,
insane.
but it's really cool so far. And it's not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Cause I don't play a lot of like mouse and keyboard games. Like obviously I'm not
Oh
very
yeah.
good at it because I don't play a lot of mouse and keyboard games. And there's like stuff I don't know, or like and I'm not used to like hitting my keys in certain ways. Um, I don't know. I was able to complete one of the missions. It was like the third try or something. Granted, it wasn't like a hard mission. It was just get to a building, take a photograph, and then leave. But I did it, so
There you go. You did the mission.
I did the mission.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that into a series. I think it's a lot of fun to do this by myself, and also it teaches me the game. So I'll probably do that.
Hmm.
There's a funny moment where I like walk near this yard and I look around and I'm like, there's gonna be a guy in here. Or no, I watched it back. You can see him in the footage, like through the hole in the fence that I'm about to walk through. You can see him, and I don't see him because I'm not used to like spotting that. So I walk in and I look to the right, and if I looked left, I would have seen. And I look basically right at him, and he shoots me, and I die. And I was like, dang, I wish I wasn't dumb.
Uh, yeah. I
So
do have funny story for Arma 3. Whenever I first started playing, one of the missions or one of the ops we did, I bled out twice and lived.
yeah,
One of because the first time I was walking because I got injured and then they patched me up. I started walking and I went, "Hey, my screen's kind of going gray," and then I just passed out right
that's so
afterwards.
funny.
And
Hey,
then they brought me back to life. Happened again, got me back up. I did not die for a bunch of our ops until one mission. We took out a base. We thought everything was fine. I was with John and Crazy, who is one of John's friends that helps does armor stuff. We looked over. There's just like three enemies next to a mortar. They shoot it and it hits us. It actually hits the building we were on and took us out.
That's some
And that was my
pushing it.
first death. I was immortal in armor until then.
That reminds me of back when Helldivers. It wasn't when it first came out, but it was pretty recently after it came out. Like when 7 was still the highest or whatever,
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever Helldive is. It was like that was like the highest. I forget what that was, but we
I
were
think it was level
doing.
9.
I don't remember.
I
Yeah,
know
we
level
was doing
10
like
was a
a
recent one.
we were doing a really high difficulty, like I think highest difficulty, like Malevelon Creek stuff. So
Oh
this was
no,
a while
no.
ago.
Oh god.
And we did like I was with logistics officer and I don't remember who else was there. Uh, but we did 3 operations on like the like really high difficulty bots. I didn't die like for like 3 missions or something, which is crazy. Like if you've ever
Was
been,
everybody else dying?
yeah, other people were dying. We were playing the boss back before we had all the really cool shit we have now.
You were the only one that was surviving. You were carrying the team.
I was literally running away from the team and clearing bases. They were like, "Where'd he go?" And I was like, and it would be like heavy base destroyed, and they were like, "Why are you way over there?"
There are actually fighting enemies. You're just making sure nothing spawns in.
Yeah. And I finally got taken down. I don't remember what happened, but it was like legitimately overwhelming odds on it. I think it was on. I think it was before extract, but it was like we had to run across like open. There's like no hills. It was just flat ground and like a tank and like a bunch of other
Oh.
stuff spawned. So it was just really cool.
uh, I remember it was the big update that came out when they added new enemies to the bugs. I was in a mech and the new it was I can't remember the name of the guy. It's one of the big enemies that goes into the ground and has like tentacles to attack
The
you.
impaler.
Yeah, I was in a mech and he hit me once. I got sent flying across the map. He hit me again. I actually left the map. I didn't die. I was just slowly falling constantly.
Oh no.
Yeah. I actually have footage of that. I think it was a clip. I think I made a video of it if I can remember. But I also have a clip of it saved, and it's just me getting sent across the map. Because I was playing with friends at the time, so you can just hear us.
Yeah.
Just the reaction we had when we got sent flying. Or when I got sent flying. They were alive. They just survived. I was still just stuck.
Oh yeah. I can't tell me how many Helldivers moments I've had playing with people where somebody's died, and we need to be in an area or something, and there's just so many enemies. And then I'll get something done or I'll like reinforce them or something. And the whole time they're like, "How are you alive?" Like, I don't know. It's the Sonic meme. It's like, "How are you alive?" It's like, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
None. Zero.
Living with like one broken arm, two broken legs. I don't know how I'm living. I'm just here.
Speaking of Sonic, legit in the grid was talking about Sonic music. Why does Sonic Frontiers just happen to have the Sleeping with Sirens guy, like the lead singer? It's so funny. Have you ever heard that OST?
No, it's actually the first time I've heard of it.
It's so funny. You've probably actually heard the song. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll just be like, "Hey, like you've definitely heard this song before." I'm telling you right now, by the way.
Probably have, and because I
S-
know some videos I've seen, they've all done just songs from the game.
I legitimately thought this first song was like made by somebody who did a like the Dream SMP had like people make music for it. Just listen to the intro
Oh
of the
yeah.
first song that I just sent you. This absolutely sounds like something that they made. It's so funny. It makes me
Oh,
laugh.
I,
I
two
told
seconds
you.
in, I already know it. I already
Yeah.
know it.
It's
I've heard that before. I actually tried to find that song
you're
to
welcome.
add to my music playlist. So there we go.
Anyway, so that's the Sleeping with Sirens lead singer, by the way. I don't know why this is in a Sonic game, but it's so funny. If anybody hasn't heard the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack, you should go listen to it and be confused as to why it's a in a Sonic game, and then just accept it because you're gonna have to.
If I can remember, I think that's a Sonic game where you fish and you find the Ten Commandments. I'm not joking.
That's so funny. Sonic games are so
It's
silly.
because I know because there's a video of some guy. I think it was a GDQ clip. They were just fishing, and then instantly, just like he just went, "Is that the fucking Ten Commandments?" as he grabbed it out of the water.
That's so funny.
Sonic's just there, happy with Big the cat in the background.
Oh man. But
Sonic.
yeah, Sonic's crazy. Speaking of music, what is the kind of music you listen to? Actually, I don't actually know.
I don't have like a set genre. I do have two playlists. One's just random music I've listened to over like the years of just over the years of just listening to music and just enjoying it. I have there's like I think almost 100 to 200 in there, and the other one I have is mostly nerdcore stuff. It's like people just do songs about anime or games,
Hey,
and
nerd.
they. But yeah, it's like metal, like how like you have like the
Mm,
guitarists and all that. They do that in some of them. Some of them are like mostly metal, and then you have hints of like a somber song, and it's just more or less just depends on how the vibe is for the character they're doing it for. And it's awesome to hear
yeah.
whenever you're first hearing it, because you can hear like a metal song, it goes insanely hard, and then next it's like a very melodic, somber, just gentle. Right afterwards, it's just whoa. They know how to mix it well.
That's so funny. You should listen to Sleep Token then, if you like that kind of thing.
I swear, I've
I,
listened a bit of
I
Damocles. I've listened a bit of that.
Damocles is a really really good song. You should listen to it from. I'm always gonna tell people they should listen to their albums beginning to end because they're fucking amazing. Uh, but they do that. They have like rock, they have melodic, they have R&B, they have jazz, they have all sorts of stuff in there. Fucking no
Yeah, they got
spoilers.
everything.
One of their songs fucking has reggaeton inspired like beats in it, and then it has black metal at the end, and it is fucking wild, and it makes
Damn,
sense. And I'm like, okay, slap the desk, absolute cinema. Like, it's so
absolute
cool.
cinema.
Their
Yeah,
most
as soon
recent
as you
album.
mentioned,
As soon as I mentioned what, go ahead,
I was gonna say, as soon as you mentioned music, I was like, I know you're gonna talk about Sleep Token.
bro. Their new album came out last week. Fuck off, like.
No, I know. I've seen your posts on
Li-
Twitter and like Blue Sky. I know you're hyped about
Yeah, it came out on the
it.
9th. Even in Arcadia, all of you listening, if you haven't listened to it yet, you should go listen to it. You don't need to listen to their whole discography to love this one. You can love all of their albums, not listen to all of their discography, but you should because it's good.
You heard it here first. You heard it here
I,
first, folks.
this isn't
Watch
even
it.
the first. This isn't the first time I've talked about it, so no, they have definitely heard it before. This is the first time I'm talking about even in Arcadia because it just came out. But did you happen to see when the day it came out? Me and Tara are like in Tunes chat in the grid, like freaking the fuck
I
out.
seen that. I seen that in the chat. I was like, wow. I didn't expect to see this.
Yeah, for like an hour because the album is about an hour long. So at about 9 o'clock,
Oh
uh,
wow.
my time, until about 10, it's just me and Tara going back and forth and freaking out about the goddamn album.
That's insane.
And it's got like a lot of really really good good callbacks to their original albums, but it's definitely like a new era for like the band's story and everything. Uh,
Yeah.
the first three albums are a trilogy talking about the lead singer's like relationship with the deity sleep. It's super cool. Goddamn, I'm gonna go listen to all their music again. Fucking even in Arcadia, absolutely one of the best albums I like could have listened to. The issue that people have with it is because they go in thinking, oh, it's a metal album, or oh, it's like a pop album or whatever. Um, and in one of the very few interviews that the lead singer has done, it's basically he's just like music is for everyone, genres are dumb. Is basically what it boils down to.
Uh,
I even talked about it. I was like, they have a song that has reggaeton type beats with a music box that plays blast beats at at some point in the song, and it's fucking sick. And you're like, this makes so much sense. Like thematically, what the song is singing about is great. God, I fucking love that album.
uh, yeah, while we're on music, there is I was on Instagram one of the nights, I think it was like 1 or 2 nights ago. There's a singer called Colm R. McGuinness.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
I know Comb.
he did a Warhammer 40k. He has a bunch of Warhammer 40k songs. He made a country song about like the Canadian soldiers,
Yeah.
and oh my god, it's really good. I didn't expect it to go like really well, but oh, it's I yesterday I listened to it on repeat.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah,
vibing to it.
I
It's
like
so
his
good.
shanties, like the older shanties he's done.
Yeah,
I don't mind. Like I like his other stuff, but I really like his shanties. Like well, yeah, I mean, fuck, it's the really popular one that everybody knows that I'm forgetting right now.
I am trying to remember. But yeah,
I mean,
I
he
know he's
does
done a bunch.
hoist the colors, which was really good.
Oh,
Um, the let's see if I can find Colmar McGinnis sea shanty. There's a bunch he's done that I really like.
yeah. I will
Uh,
actually send you the
oh, the
Warhammer
Weller
one I was
Man.
listening
The
to.
Weller Man's really good. The
Yeah, the Wellerman. Yes.
my mother told me does really good. Have you
Oh
heard
yeah,
his
I've heard of
cover
that
of
one.
what's it called? How to Train Your Dragon, but it's a tavern song or whatever.
No, it's actually the first time I'm hearing that.
It's really good. He does Old Maui. That's really good. Santiana, really good. And like he's not the best one who's ever done them, but I think I just enjoy his stuff. So yeah, I've listened to him a lot.
Yeah, if you seen my main music playlist, you would just see it's not even organized. You would have for 1 second it's "Say Amen" by Panic at the Disco. Next, Evanescence, "Afterlife" from Devil May Cry. Then Devil Trigger, and then Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
It's literally just whatever I find, it goes on.
Well, you should find all of the Sleep Token songs. Is what you should do.
That's gonna probably give it like maybe reach 300, or maybe get close, depending on how
Uh,
many there is.
oh well, subtract 3 from whatever number I'm about to tell you. Because it would add 55. If
Oh,
you added every single Sleep Token song that is out right now. Oh, not true.
oh,
There's a couple of covers I don't have on here, so it'd be like 58 actually. Uh,
that's a lot of songs.
yeah, and all of them are good. They I look, I warned the podcast last time that I would be obnoxious about this album this time. So if you were not ready for this, you were not listening. The album is 10 tracks long. Half of the tracks are over 6 minutes.
Oh,
The longest is 8.5 minutes, and all 10 of those songs are trending in the top 50 of Spotify for a while. At least like last week they were. So one, that's like insane.
there.
It's I don't know. It's I've talked about it with John. This is legitimately like Sleep Tokens up there with like Meteora, like early Linkin Park, and I like how
Oh,
awesome it is. Easy. Actually, their second album, "This Place Will Become Your Tomb," is my favorite album of all time. I love that album. I can listen to that album back to front at any time of day, whenever.
just constantly have it on. No thoughts.
No thoughts, just inject Atlantic straight into my fucking bones, dude. Like, I don't know. Here, let me. I mean, everybody knows Alkaline. Like, a lot of people know Alkaline off of their second album. It's like one of the most popular.
Yeah.
Hypnosis is known because they have had people try to do blind listens and create like drums for it, which is fucking evil. Whoever told people to do that is a monster. Um, and just the lyrics are all good. Oh man, I'm trying not to geek out too much, but like I love this band, man. It's so cool. What about you? Quick, come up with a band you really like so I can talk about something that isn't fucking Sleep Token, no matter how
Uh,
much I love them.
Imagine Dragons.
You're evil. Go outside.
Oh, why?
This podcast is over. I'm kidding.
All right.
Actually,
Oh, it's
I think
Evanescence.
I think the biggest issue that Imagine Dragons has is that they were just played on the radio too much.
Uh,
That's it.
I honestly, it's a song I haven't heard. I haven't heard their songs in a while, so I have them on a playlist.
Yeah. But when they were
Yeah.
like a few years ago when they were first like getting started and stuff, they were always on the radio. And like I worked in
Yeah.
grocery stores and they played them all the time. So like the biggest issue that they had is that they literally DJ Khaled suffering from success. Like they're
Yeah.
like fine. I don't think they're great. Like I don't think the music's amazing, but I don't think it's bad. People just hate on it because it was popular and it was played all the time. And that's been like the
Yeah.
weirdest thing actually about watching Sleep Tokens rise
Mhm.
because they went from I think when I started listening, like only a few 100,000 listeners to like millions now on Spotify. Like 8 million, I think, is what they hit recently. Um, it's the amount of people who just like hate on stuff for no reason. I've never been a part of something grow that goes from like you'd see some people who didn't like it and were like, it's not for everyone. Um, but like generally a positive. But then like now it's people are like, I don't like this at all because it's not metal, or like I don't like this at all because of whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like just say
Yeah.
you only listen to one genre and aren't elitist. Like, good job.
I do hate when people are like that. They just hate it. Like, don't give really a like good enough explanation that you sort of understand. They just don't like it.
Yeah. And like I said, if you don't like a song or you don't like something, like that's fine. But if
Mhm.
you're being a dick about it, like that's different. There's a whole conversation yesterday in the grid about judging people's music taste, and I was like, look, I can say that I think you have bad music taste, and I don't trust your opinion on music. Uh, and that's like whatever, right? But if I'm hating on the music itself, I don't know. I just think music is so subjective. You should just be like, I don't like this. It's not for me. But I can appreciate
Yeah.
the talent that went into making this.
Yeah. It's
Like
it's like
fucking
well,
like
have you ever seen those videos of Michael Jackson? People are like, why are you supporting his songs?" And then the guy hits him with straight facts. You can hate the person, but you can like the music. You can always separate them.
yeah. I mean, it's like a
Yeah.
fucking oh god. I'm gonna get like killed online for this, but
Oh
uh,
no.
what's his name? Who was the guy who had beef with Drake?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I thought it was Kendrick. I just didn't want to be wrong. His music is lyrically like fantastic. Like he has insane
Yeah.
lyricism. And the way he talks about stuff is awesome, and all that stuff. I don't like his music that much. I don't listen to Kendrick. Like, I think he is lyrically insane. He is so smart, and I appreciate the work that he does. Right, the effort he puts in, and all this stuff that he does. It's just not really my kind of music, so I don't listen to it. And I don't.
Yeah.
I would if somebody said, "Hey, I listen to Kendrick and I like this person because they're lyrically they remind me of him." I would trust that. If they're like, "Oh, this reminds me of Kendrick's music," and that was all they said, I would be skeptical. It's the only way I could really describe like my approach to music. Like if you don't tell me why you like something, you're just like, "I like this." I'm like, "Okay." I like chocolate ice cream. Like, cool. Like, what? Why do you like it?
It's like me with games. If you look at a game that's like, uh people like it. There's like it's a really good decent game to play through. And then you have one person that just hates it for no apparent reason. I would not trust them with any reviews. It's same with like gaming journalists. How how like when they like it's like a movie or a game and everybody loves it, then like people like IGN give it a low review. It's just like what did you do to not like this game or
I
whatever?
don't trust most reviewers. Because like
Yeah,
for games, it's like well received games by the public or like music or like whatever. So my guilty pleasure is watching people listen to Sleep Token for the first time, especially like first ever listens of like all of their stuff. It's like my favorite thing. It's
yeah,
like one of my favorite. Like it's the only reaction content I watch because other than like that, people who try to critique stuff, there's very few, and I know there are some, but there are very few people on YouTube now that like critique something, and I'm like, you're being genuine, or like your critique makes sense.
Yeah, it's like well, it reminds me of Quantum TV. Long story short, he's a guy that had a lot of controversy against him. He did a review of Elden Ring, and I'm not joking. He complained about how he loaded into the game,
Oh
went
yeah, I
to
remember
like
this
the
guy.
first.
He
Yeah, he
he
fought
attacks the guy.
Vare. He
Yeah, he
fights
attacks him.
Vare. It's like I keep dying to this guy, and Ant Man. I was it Ant Man or what was it? Oh no, the Act Man. He just hits him with just the truth. Just you attacked the guy who was an NPC. He wasn't doing anything.
It's the only way to have that happen.
Yeah, I just kept attacking him and then complained that he just kept dying. Like, what?
Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. Like,
It's
and then like,
yeah.
and I never really was like super annoyed by it until like I saw people like critiquing like Slave Token specifically because they'll be like the lyrics are uninspired, and then I like look at the lyrics and I'm like, how do you get uninspired from these lyrics?
Yeah.
It's like I'll read just like because I can't sing for shit, and I would never want to try to sing this line because I wouldn't do it justice. Um,
Hmm.
but it says, "Even in this garden of gardens, I am the god of the gaps. I am the demon of Sodom," which is like a huge thing, like a Christianity thing. And then he's like, "I am the blood
Yeah.
of an angel, the fate of the fallen." That's like nobody knows where I came
Yeah.
from. Even I have forgotten. I'm like, dude, this is great. Like the layering in there is
That,
like there's so much
yeah, there's
imagery and stuff in there. And I don't know if you know. I have to Google it to make sure I talk about it right. But like God of the Gaps is like actually like a crazy thing to call yourself.
it's honestly, yeah, when you're making lyrics for songs, uh if you know how to
Oh, I found it.
just get them to work. If you know how to like make them work together and it gives people sort of a visual
Mm-hmm.
idea, then yeah, I think that's just one of the good things um,
Anyway, so
that
the
like
God of the
makes a
Gaps, by
song.
the way, God of the Gaps refers to a theological concept where God is invoked to explain things that science cannot yet explain.
Oh,
So he's talking about he's in the Garden of Arcadia and he is the God of things, like he's the God of the gaps. So science and like stuff can't explain it or him or like whatever. I'm like, that's so
yeah,
crazy. And like the whole song is just full of like randomly insane stuff.
yeah.
There's
You can
like,
tell he did a bit of research. Like he
yeah,
looked up some stuff.
like there's you know the phrase like I'll leave them cold and pushing up daisies or whatever, like or pushing up flowers,
Yeah.
or like dead and pushing up flowers. The lyric he changed it to in this to make it like thematically fit and stuff is, and I'll leave them cold and pushing up boulders.
Oh wow.
One of the songs later is fucking how do you I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Gethsemane. I'll have to Google it now.
Off to Google.
Yeah, legitimately. Gethsemane. Here we go. It is. It does not tell me how to pronounce it. How do I pronounce this? My brother in Christ. How to pronounce? Anyway, so it's the garden where he was like Gethsemane. Gethsemane. Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
Gethsemane.
It's the garden at the foot of the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, where Jesus Christ is said to have agonized and prayed before his arrest.
Oh.
And that's like a track, like title, like later in the album, and that track is fucking wild. There's like so much going, and people are like they're uninspired, and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Just say you don't
Like, what are
like
you
it. I
trying to
like
do?
we don't give a fuck. Like if you say, oh, I don't like it's like I don't like it. They did this stuff and it's not my favorite. Like cool. Like I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Like that's fine. But to be like they suck. They're uninspired. They don't do any like their lyricism is bad. I'm just like you just don't and they'll be like, oh, this wet ass pussy is the lyrical
Oh no.
genius of our time. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like
Yeah. It
yeah.
reminds me of that meme of a group and there's one guy, he says something, one person out of the group gives like he comes out of it, gives a thumbs up, goes back to talking with the group.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah,
Or
it's just I don't like this song. Okay, let's continue talking about our topic.
and then there's like again like to talk more about their lyricism because I love talking about them. Sorry, this isn't gonna be a I'm literally 1 week removed from like their new album dropping. You guys are lucky I didn't make this whole podcast about Sleep Token today. What let's see. It says in one of the songs. It says, I know, I am what I am. The mouth of the wolf, the eyes of the lamb.
Oh,
So I'm like, dude, and like in just that lyric, you're like, oh, that could mean like all this really like stuff, uh, and then in the context of the whole story of the album, it means more. And then you listen to the whole discography, and you're like, holy shit, you know. So I don't know, just if you
yeah.
can't tell, I'm really passionate about this band, and I hate it when people tell me stupid critiques that don't make sense.
Yeah, no, I could tell you really enjoy this band.
You can be like, I don't enjoy his voice. That's fine. Like that's subjective. But to say the lyricism isn't like thought out and like well written is just like a lie.
It is insane.
It just is. And
Yeah, a lot of stuff goes into the lyrics and all, and then
then
just
somebody's
one
like,
guy, I
and then
don't
somebody's
like it.
like, I don't like it because it's not as catchy as was fucking insert Drake song here. Like,
Oh yeah, insert like popular singer with
granted, again, I
basic.
like a lot of those music. I like a lot of music. Like Drake has made some good stuff. Granted, the Kendrick beef has been like crazy for him. Unfortunately, I don't listen
Oh,
to a
he's
lot of
getting
either one
slammed.
of them. But like
Yeah.
I really enjoyed fucking Forever, where Drake had like the craziest amount of features. It was fucking Drake. It was Kanye. You know, before he went batshit insane. I mean, he was already kind of crazy, but like he's gone pretty far now. It had Lil Wayne, it had Eminem. Like you can't for like
Yeah.
I think that was like '08 or something. That was like the craziest star-studded lineup you could have. It was such a popular song. They made it like they made it. They used it for like promo for like the LeBron James like movie or whatever. The thing was like about his life. Crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Anyway, to not talk about Sleep Token anymore because God, I just want to. I love that band so much. Maybe the next guest, I'll just be like, hey, you're coming on and you're gonna listen to the entire discography live with me. If we're gonna be here for 4 hours.
Well, I think Crystal also liked Sleep Token.
Crystal also really likes Sleep Token.
There you go, part
Um,
two.
yeah, I mean, we already had them on. John is gonna do a live react at some point. I think because I told him that he should like multiple times. I didn't say he should do a live react. I said I would pay to see him live react, but he should still listen to it because I think he'd really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because he really likes to like look for like small details and all that kind of stuff. So that would be fun. But I think Tara like helped convince him to do a live reaction because we were talking about Intense. John started to listen to the first song, "Look to Windward," and stopped because I told him he should live react, and then Tara agreed. He was like, "Yeah, you should definitely live react. It's a spiritual experience."
You've got a man on the inside doing the job.
Exactly. So, and like I like other bands. I also like really like country, which Sleep Token has not done yet. I say yet because they hadn't done jazz like saxophone, but there's a saxophone in there now, so it's like cool, man. Like just fucking do whatever, man. I'm here for it. I don't know. Yeah. So I like country. I like all sorts of different music, but I think that's why I like Sleep Token so much because I listen to so much different stuff.
Yeah.
The variation is just it's just good.
It's definitely good when you have a playlist of just variation of songs. That way you
Mm-hmm.
can enjoy at least a little bit of each genre.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've gone a pretty good amount of time. We got a little bit to cut off because my cats. I'm gonna look at them, make sure they're not being shits right now. We're good. Um, so I have a little. We're a little over. Talked about some music and stuff. Before you go, do you have any upcoming content you want to talk about?
Um, yeah, I will say the Solathon, I do plan on doing it again for two more games, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, because they have the seamless co-op mod come out for it. And I also have a goal for Twitch. If I get 200 followers, I will eat the hottest gummy bear, which is, if I can remember, it has 9 million Scoville. And I will stream Dark Souls 3 after I eat it. So I will eat it, stream Dark Souls 3, and suffer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on my end, Void here actually is going to be in a couple of videos. I don't know when that one is going to come out, so I'm not going to say what it is. I mean, it's Arma.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
You
people are
guys
going
already
to guess.
know.
I don't know when that video with both of us in is going to be coming out, because I've got two other videos for Arma coming soon. They're just gonna be cut up from the stream. I fucked up my recording for those though, so like, damn.
Don't worry.
So I use a plugin to help me record off OBS. It records just my gameplay and my audio,
Oh, okay.
and in like whatever resolution. Because my PC's beefy enough that I can do that kind of thing. Luckily,
Yeah.
my GPU is, I've got a 4090, so I can basically do whatever I want when it comes to recording and streaming. So I've got to do that, but I fucked up the recording, so I didn't have audio. So I'm just gonna cut down the stream. I downloaded the stream, and I'm just gonna cut it up. So it's gonna be in 1080 and be compressed and not look as good. But everything after that should be in like 4K.
That premium content.
I found out, if I can run Reforger in 4K, by the way, and it doesn't drop frames.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it doesn't even heat up my computer that much. I'm like, cool, sick. I can't wait to have everybody watch me get my fucking head tore off in 4K because I didn't see a guy laying underneath a car. Like,
Yeah, you have a PC setup that can handle stuff at 4K. Meanwhile, I streamed like Force Unleashed on May 4 for the day after. It crashed.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
I also, but like, I built this PC to last. Like, I paid a pretty good price for it. I luckily got it before 49. Like, 49s were always expensive. But I got it before they went to like $2,000.
Oh, what?
I've had this for a couple years now.
Yeah, mine's like a pre-built PC
Yeah,
because I do not trust myself to get parts and be like, all right, let's make this.
I trust myself more
I'll
now, but
probably
at the time I didn't. The only thing I have to do for
yeah.
this is add memory now. Storage really.
Oh yeah, see mine. I can actually see this right now. I have footage that was done in February for Silent Hill 2. I have like 7 videos and then It Takes Two as well with a friend. Overall, it's about 223 gigabytes of footage I
Mm-hmm.
still haven't gone through.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I mean, I probably should just get a big external and that'll be fine for video.
Yeah.
That's what I do right now, but it's only a 2 terabyte, so it's gonna run out eventually. And my
Actually,
internal,
I have a
I've only got two, so
I have a 4 terabytes, like the Seagate game
yep.
like storage devices. I have that, and I just got it to work on PC where I have videos just set on that. That's 4 terabytes, so I can have a lot of videos, a lot of content.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I've got that coming. We'll hopefully be playing Helldivers soon.
Hopefully,
Hopefully. Sounds like you never have space for games though, so we'll see if you actually are able to.
although do some of my games, I do have them on the PS5 because I know my PC cannot handle a lot of modern games now because
Yeah.
a lot of games either need like a 3060.
No, I mean minimum specs are still low, but like
Yeah,
I don't know.
like Night Rain, for example, it's basically the same spec requirements as Elden Ring. But
Mhm.
hopefully, this one doesn't cause you to go down to 1 FPS
I
for no
know.
reason.
I would be so sad. I actually
I'm
I'm
still.
I'm not pre-ordering it just because of that. Because if I
I already
buy it
have.
and it happens, I'm just gonna be sad. Like it's just gonna
I
suck.
I pre-ordered it once I got the funds along with DLC, as well
Nice.
as I give it to Lodge because I know he's also excited to
Mhm.
get it. So that way, yeah. Because I am excited for the game. I'm gonna put the stuff at least low to medium to see how well it can run. If it can run decently on medium, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, the thing that pisses me off about Elden Ring is I can run Helldivers 2 on Ultra in
Yeah,
4K and stream it at the same time.
and Elden Ring cannot be handled.
And Elden Ring will just randomly be like, "Here's 1 FPS out of
Yeah,
Gabagoo." Like you're like, "Come on, man."
it's
So
it's weird.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. It's been an hour and a half recording, which means it's been a little longer than that since we got in here, and there's gonna be a couple minutes cut off, but it's gonna be mostly this close to time. I'm gonna be pretty light on editing, so it's probably not gonna sound as great as normal. I apologize in advance. I think I mentioned that at the beginning, but we are recording this on the 15th. This is coming out on the 16th, and I have work, so and I'm planning to stream tonight. Like, there's like a lot, so
There's a lot going on.
yeah, and I'm trying to get my stream schedule. I'm trying to stream basically every weekday and Saturday, at least 2 hours.
Yeah,
Uh,
I also made a schedule where it was every day except for Tuesday and Thursday
yeah, I
to give
won't be.
myself days off.
I don't. The only reason I'm streaming Saturdays is because we usually do the strongest under the heaven. I didn't do it last weekend, and I meant to, but
Yeah,
uh,
because I think
I'm
we have Marvel, then Strongest Under the Heavens. So,
no. This week is Street Fighter, I think.
oh, is this? Oh, okay. I thought we were
Yeah,
doing MVC3 again. That was
no.
fun last week. Whenever we did that.
hmm So
Yeah,
I plan to stream this Saturday. We'll see. And I don't stream Sundays because I have Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to edit, and I have D&D usually. This Sunday I don't have D&D, but it'll give me time to edit, which is good. And I
yeah.
don't do Mondays. No off Sunday, Monday for stream.
Just like Garfield, we hate Mondays.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming on last minute. Literally messaged you last night and was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't done anything yet. I probably should get somebody."
Honestly, when you texted me, I just woke up, so I was when I said I was having dinner with family, I forgot it wasn't. I thought tomorrow was Sunday. I was out of it.
That's
I
so
was like,
funny.
wait, it's Thursday. I don't have anything going on.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the idea. Hopefully new content coming soon. If you're listening to this and watching and you made it this far, we really appreciate you. I should be live later today on Twitch when you guys hear this. I will be live later today on Twitch. As of recording. I appreciate you guys all coming out. Make sure you guys give Void a follow on what I'm gonna guess X, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube. Those four.
Yeah, I'm not doing after I edit those videos, I'm not gonna do as much edited content. Gonna focus mostly on streaming, and then once I grow a bit more, then more videos will be made. Because I cannot hold so much. I cannot hold a lot of footage. It is insane.
Now imagine you're recording all that footage in 4K and you've got my problem.
I recorded for like 4 hours, and it gives me like 40 gigabytes, I think.
I recorded for an hour and it was like 8.
Oh, I record. Oh yeah, yeah. One
Anyway,
video, 50 gigabytes.
yeah.
It's insane.
Before I edit stuff down, it's like 50. Uh, it's like one of them was like 137.
Oh,
I'm recording in 4K. Void. That should.
that is true. It's just I think I remember I
It's a
tried
big
recording an
number.
hour of Halo, like just Halo 1. I tried recording an hour off, give me 60 gigabytes.
Yep.
I'm sitting there like, hi.
And if I don't upload it to YouTube in 4K, at least you guys will get like a really, really, really pretty picture in 1080 because the downscale still looks fantastic. But again, anybody who's made it this far in the video, we appreciate you watching and or listening. If you're from the grid, feel free to comment the grid down below. But if you have any comments or any feedback, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to leave a subscribe to the channel. It does really help out. Make sure you guys go hang out with Void, really cool British person. You can even start a revolution in their chat and send them away if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we can
Because
start a
freedom and
revolution.
democracy knows no bounds.
The next video, a streamer fights his chat.
Streamer fights his chat, and then I show up, and you're like, "Oh well, it
Well,
was
shit.
well shit." But yep, that's gonna be it for us here at the Nick Talks to My Dude podcast. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.